Welcome to the Bass and Brews podcast, your weekly distraction from other high-quality podcasts. And now, your host, Alex from Swamp Rat Fishing, and the co-hostess with the mostest, the Jabberhammer, Paul Roberts.
Did you fuck up the intro again?
No, I didn't. But, you know, I lost. I said this last week during the live stream that I fucked up and I erased the intro. And when I downloaded it back down, I'm having a hard time getting the sound properly elevated when I record it. So it's just not right.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first recording in 2024. Stoked to have everybody here. Hope you guys enjoyed the end of the year kegger and the replay of that we released last week. It was a fucking good time.
Paul, I will say it was less a good time and more of just debauchery. It was very debaucherousness.
Paul, I don't think we've talked about it since the show. The outfit that you wore at the end of the show.
The end?
Yeah. I mean, end section, the bathing suit that you were wearing.
Mm-hmm. It was a bikini.
Yeah, it was a bikini that consistently haunts my fucking dreams. And what's really funny is after everything that happened on that show, I had forgot about it. And the next morning, getting the fucking messages of, about you wearing that. And I guess the only person we can blame for this is, who sent you that bikini, Paul?
We talked about it on the podcast.
Did we? I don't remember.
Our good friend William Shaw sent me that.
Yeah. Hey, so William Shaw, go fuck yourself. Don't ever send him any of that shit again. That was atrocious.
We've spent 6 months of this podcast of me and you telling folks that if they sent me the bikini, I would wear it. And he sent it the wintertime. And obviously, you know, I wasn't able to wear it fishing in time. So I just wore it for that. But all right, here's what happened. I went and put that on and I came back in, and when I sat down, I deplugged my headphones. So I could, and then I had I got all these wires everywhere because I was testing out the new mobile soundboard that I'm taking to the Queen City Expo for a live Queen City Chronicles coming up in February. Anyway, I deplugged my headphones so I could hear nothing y'all were saying for like 30 seconds to a minute. So I don't even know everybody's reaction.
Well, if you want to know the reaction, the episode came out last week. And a reminder, it's live on YouTube if you want to watch it. Normally we're like an audio first podcast, but those end of the year keggers are definitely something you want to see the video of because they are pretty nuts. But we're here today. We got Jason from Real Brothers Outdoors. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the show.
What's up, buddy? What's up? Pleasure being here. Appreciate y'all.
Well, we appreciate you.
That's what everybody says at the beginning.
Yeah. Until at the end, they're more like, "Are we fucking done yet? Can this be over?"
And then one of us shows up in a American flag bikini.
Oh, that was so disgraceful.
I was worried that it wasn't going to fit right, but that top fit perfectly.
Dude,
I thought I was going to have to put some balloons in there, but I didn't.
Nope, you filled out the top.
The bottom cut off circulation, and I had a little bit of chafe the next day in the area.
I could see that, but what's funny is we had a New Year's Eve party over here at the Swamp Rat house, and Amanda kept talking about how it was scary how well you filled out the top because they fit in there nicely. It had a nice lift and separate. It was it's like you were made for it.
And my rubber ducky didn't fall over the front as far as I thought it would.
It did not. All right, so
if I hadn't lost those 20 pounds, it'll look like deflated inner tube had gotten too hot and melted over my unders.
Oh, well,
Facts.
thank God. And hopefully in 2024, we'll get another 20 off of you, Paul. Then you'll be in fighting shape. That'll be good.
Hey, before we get too long and I forget this, since neither one of us hardly fish anymore, I went fishing New Year's Day.
Did you really?
I did.
Is that
Sharon
why
Harris,
you texted me about a bunch of fucking lures that you want sent to you?
Well, I've been meaning to send you that text about those 6 cents crankbaits since you showed me like 65 boxes worth still in the packages. And I just remembered today, I was like, damn, I need those. And yeah, so that's why I sent you that. But no, I went to Sharon Harris because Jordan was blown out. And for folks that are in this area, the Raleigh, North Carolina area, they know Sharon Harris is a blade bait mecca for the lakes around here. Vertical jig and blade baits in the wintertime.
Okay.
And this is the 3rd year I've been doing it. And I have just had a hellacious time catching on to catching the fish on the blade bait, vertical jigging. And one of my buddies, Matt Dunn, would always tell me, he said, man, one day it's just going to click. One day it's just going to click. And I went out and January 1st of 2024, it clicked. It wasn't nothing special. I only caught 4 fish. And I had 3 or 4 come off, which is kind of.
That's still 7 bites for January 1st.
That's really good. That's really good.
Hey, I'm nothing special. I mean, most of them were 2.5. The biggest was right at 4 pounds. So all of them were in that 2.5 to 4 pound range. And I finally figured it out. Yeah, that is the best eating. But I wait for my big fish to have eggs in them before I flay them out.
Hey, how did you go fishing? Were you in the kayak or were you in a boat? On the shore?
Yeah, because if anybody missed the live show, I've been talking about selling my kayak for a few months or a couple months or however many months it's been. That was all a joke on Alex. And I had a very elaborate play I was going to do for that joke. I really did. I already had the Facebook marketplace set up. I had everything set up because I thought Alex was going to tell me I'm lying and this and that shit. And he wasn't going to believe me. So I had everything set up and I had a couple of people that were going to be in on it to buy the kayak and this and that. And we were going to show it. So I had an elaborate plan and Alex just fell for it. Like
I still think you're trying
anorexic bass on the bed that is like an old sow bass that had just got done laying. It was at the end of her life and she was just looking for something to eat. And the first pink worm that fell in front of her, she sucked it up. And that's what he did on that. So I didn't even have to play the plan out.
Well, I still think it's a lie. I still think you're trying to sell your kayak for sleeping bags. I think that's the move.
Oh, I do. I wanted to say too, our background now. I love how you incorporated the camping aspect of Bass and Brews into the background of our podcast.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but
no,
thanks.
Love it.
I actually did think about that when I made this new one, and I am working on. I got to change the logo because it's the old logo, but
oh yeah, the one that has nothing about me on it. Yep.
Yeah. Just so everybody can see, this is the logo that's there. That's the old one. I didn't think about it, and I threw it together for the end of the year kegger. I spent more time worrying about the background, trying to find the right piece to make it work, and I totally forgot I threw the New Jersey only one, but that'll be changing soon. But yeah, dude, I thought in celebration of you selling your Hobie for 1,400, sleeping bags, we'd throw that up there.
Good times. Well, let's get to Charles.
Right. That's a lot of sleeping bags.
That's a lot of sleeping bags. Well, he's going to go camping, but he's only going to make his own sleeping bags out of bikinis. So.
Oh.
All right.
Hey, the next morning, real quick, before we get on going talking to Charlie here, is I woke up the next morning. If my wife would have walked into the garage, she'd have thought that some stripper had been in here because there was a
Did you leave
an American flag top draped over my work light, and then the bottoms I took off and threw them, and they were hanging on my spotlight here above the computer here. Good times.
It was good times. All right, Jason, if people aren't familiar with you, how about you introduce it? How'd you get to be fishing, and how'd you end up on the your journey to be on Bass and Brews. Is that how it goes, Paul?
Forget everything he just said, Chuck. And
Chuck
what is the
now.
journey that has brought you here today?
Hold on,
to
time
meet with
out.
us on-
Time out. The best comment of the end of the year kegger was Drew in the very beginning when Jake was trying to be nice and talk about your weight loss journey, and Drew interrupted to be like, Bix, that's not a journey. He just stopped eating so much and moved around more. Fucking props to you, Drew.
Cut back on the White Claw surges.
Mm. All right, Jason, what was your journey to get here to Bass and Brews?
Man, just my dad, man, we catfished all the time, and we bass fished a couple times, but we catfished all the time, and because he worked during the day, and at nighttime we just go out and catfish, and I stayed on the grind and just local. I've been out here local, I stopped for a long time, and then I got back into it after Dad passed away. And
Where's local?
well, it's Amherst, Virginia, right on the side of Lynchburg. And I've been on that journey, man, I'm looking for the big one every time.
You said you got away from it for a little bit. When did you get back into fishing?
Really hard, probably about 07.
Okay. Wow, that's
Go ahead, Alex.
No, I mean that's like you've been hitting it hard for a long time then.
Yeah. And then I'm growing just with better poles. I ain't fishing Walmart poles no more, which ain't knocking Walmart poles. Any pole catch fish. Any pole,
right.
any pole. I don't care. You can buy $100 poles. You can buy a $70 pole. You can buy a $10 pole from a yard sale to catch fish. And I don't know. I don't consider myself a better fisherman than anybody. I don't consider myself nothing like that. I'm not better than no one. I'm out there trying to beat myself more than I beat anybody. And I just.
Well, hey, we're trying to get a sponsorship with Astroglide, so if you need to start beating yourself with the best lube on the market, Astroglide would be the ticket.
Okay, bet. I'll keep that in mind.
That's the perfect tagline.
Keep that in mind. That's it. That's the one.
Hey, Paul, real quick, for the people actually watching, can you recreate the Astroglide video that you tagged me in on Instagram? I
can't. But here's what y'all need to do. Oh, I didn't share it. Did I share it?
I just tagged you. No, you just tagged me.
All right, look, I tagged you on Instagram. I'll have to. Yeah. Y'all go check our Instagram. I'll see if I can get on TikTok, but definitely go check the Instagram. I'm going to reshare it because it's probably one of the best Instagram posts I've ever seen.
Listen, everybody thinks we're joking. Honestly, we're trying to go non-endemic, right? We're trying to go outside the fishing realm, and I think Astroglide is the perfect sponsor for this show. Because listen, if there's anything that's going to slip into your ear holes nice and moist like, it's the Bass and Brews podcast.
Actually, if there's any podcast that you need to lube up to listen to, it's Bass and Brews.
It's the Bass and Brews. Yes, that's it. That's the one right there.
Paul's better at that. I was trying to make it sound like a good podcast. Instead, you're like, listen, this is going to be rough for you to hear. So just fucking lube up and shove it in your ear hole.
And get ready for it.
Hey, you said you got started back hard into it in 2007. Was that catfishing again? Are you mainly catfishing still, or are you doing some bass fishing?
I do a little bass fishing. I do a little bit.
It's still all catfishing.
Yeah, I like catfishing.
What lake are you on? You on Bugs Island?
No, I don't. Well, I do go to Bugs. Some in Hopewell, but mostly James River.
Okay.
Mostly James. Yep, I'm right beside him. I'm 5 minutes from the James River.
How far are you from Bugs?
About 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay, that's
all right. Everybody, use your triangulation skills. We're gonna figure out exactly where he lives right now. So he's 2.5 from Bugs, 5 minutes from the James River. We need one more location, and we got you locked in. And we're going to have you swatted right away.
About 3 hours from Hopewell.
Boom, that's it. You're done. The cops will be on the door in about 25 minutes.
Dude, I'll get them on the ring. I'll get them on the ring. They'll come. I can open the door.
It's all right. It's not real cops. It's just Astroglide bringing you your fresh shipment.
There you go. Every guest from Bass and Brews, once we get that sponsorship, is going to get a free package from Astroglide after being on the podcast.
Awesome. I can't wait for mine.
Hold on. No. Careful, Jason, because when this man sends you something, it's usually half used and there's a bunch of trash in it. So if it's Astroglide, I don't think you want fucking any of that business.
No. Matter of fact, you keep it. I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, so what brought you to Catfish, right? We've had a couple Catfish kind of primarily anglers, anglers that primarily catch catfish, right? So what drives you to the catfish and not bass or trout or any of that other stuff?
Well, first of all, I can answer part of that. There ain't no fucking trout where he's at.
They got to have stockies there or something.
No, they are. There's. We got Ty River, Piney River. There are trout nose. We got those. They're in the mountains though. They're about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. They're in the mountains though. I mean, but they do have a stock trout too, brook trout.
Mm-hmm.
They stock.
Those don't count.
But no, they don't. No, they're
don't.
farm. It's a farm fish. It's a farm fish. I mean,
it's bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, but catfishing, because who else does it? Everybody bass fish. It's bass pros. Bass pros. They ain't no catfishing pros. Why ain't there? Why ain't there?
Some of them catfishing tournaments though pay out a fuck ton of money.
Well, I got I'll have one this weekend, but I'm not going to this one. I'm sitting this one out because the family don't feel well, so I'm staying at home. But I'll be going to Hopewell this weekend. But next weekend I'm going to Bugs for Bugs Island Big Cats. I'm starting a tournament there, and they'll run a point system and up and up and up and on so forth and so forth.
What's the payout for that tournament at Bugs?
I couldn't. It all depends on how many boats come in. Usually it's about, on a typical, it's about 45 to more boats. So you do the math. It's about $150 a boat.
Okay.
$45, $150 a boat. So about a little over about $6,000.
Yeah.
Somewhere around $6,000.
And then you got big fish and all that.
All right, so break this down for me. I fucking hate catfish with a passion, right? Mostly because I bass fish, right? They are fun, mostly because I catch them when I don't expect it. And that means like my hook in the water, no bait on it, and then a fucking catfish will bite a fucking bare hook, and somehow that works. But so let's say for a tournament, what kind of catfish are you targeting?
Well, it all depends on where I'm at. Like where I'm located, and when I say Amherst or Lynchburg, Virginia, there's not real big blues here. Biggest blues here, I'm gonna say 40 pounds. But the flatheads are bigger here. Flatheads run. I've seen one 63. That's the biggest I've seen personally, and that's a big fish to me.
That's
and
a big fish.
Yeah, I've seen it caught twice. And I've seen it released twice. So CPR, catch, pitch, release. That's what we all do. All the tournaments are CPR, catch, pitch, release. I mean,
so y'all taking photos of them, or you weighing them?
We're weighing them too, but I'm just saying, like around here, that's all I do. That we're weighing them. Yeah, tournaments we weigh them. Everything gets weighed.
Right. Y'all bring them in and weigh them. Y'all bring them in and weigh them like a bass tournament.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, not every hour. Some bass tournaments like every hour you come weigh in.
Yeah. Just in general though, you're bringing them back to the ramp at the end of the day. What's the limit? Do y'all have on these tournaments?
Limit? When you say limit, what are you talking about?
How many fish?
Is it a 5-fish limit? Is it a 2-fish limit? Is it 2 fish?
Okay.
2 fish. That's 2 fish. That's 2 fish.
Alex,
Stop
what
it,
the
Paul.
fuck balloon? I swear to God, that is not me. That is not
absolutely you. This is only. It's shut up, Paul. I fucking hate you.
I know I lie to you so much on here. You don't know what to believe or not believe. I swear to you, the balloons. And now I've seen the little bubble thumbs up. But the balloons coming up. No, it's not. My hands
It's never happened. Hold on. It's never happened when your hands are in the shot. Keep your hands up like that at all times.
Yeah.
Pretend like you did some dirt down in Raleigh. Get those fucking hands up and keep them up.
I'll have spirit fingers.
I will say there's no way they can do a 5-fish limit, right? Because you need a fucking
Huge live well. Huge live well.
Huge live well. Also, like, you know when you go to the dump and you have to like weigh your car when you go in and when you go out? That's what you'd fucking need to weigh these things. Because you guys are talking about huge numbers. Huge numbers compared to the bass world.
Yeah, 80-pound fish and a 60-pound fish.
Yeah, that's insane. Insane.
Hey, Bugs Island is supposed to have some world-class catfish in it, like
yes, sir.
Like 60 plus, right?
You about to talk about 100
what?
plus.
100?
Yeah.
Damn it, boy.
Look it up. Look it up, man. There's some big boys caught in there. That's where.
Are they all blues?
There is some flatheads in there, but mostly blue. The blues are big boys. That's what the big boys blues are. Because it's deeper water.
Do they like fight different between? So I've heard blues, flathead, and is that the only? I think that's the only kind of. So they're they act different.
Yeah. All right. Look, a flathead is got more of a takeoff. Like they're gonna dart. They're gonna be gone. A blue is just gonna stick to the bottom. It's hard to get off the bottom. It's hard to bring that 80-pound fish off the bottom because they're going to stay at the bottom.
They're using their weight.
Yeah, and then after you get a blue to the top, it's usually all over. But once you get a flathead to the top, he's gonna take a second search and he gonna dip out on you again.
What about a channel?
I mean, channel don't get that big.
Okay, they're the smaller ones, right?
Yeah,
they're the junk fish, bait thieves.
Yeah,
that's mostly I think what I'm catching.
A lot of them are good eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just because now I'm Jamie from the fucking the fraud podcast that tries to be like us. It's called the Joe Rogan Experience. But the the current Bugs Island record is a 143-pound blue catfish.
140. Holy shit! When was that caught?
Shit. It was caught. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna pull up a photo too because this thing is fucking.
When I go to Bugs Island, I'm gonna start hanging a damn a cut piece of crappie or perch or something.
No crappie, no crappie. Don't you do it. It's a limit.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's gotta be over 13 inches long. You gotta have
for the cut bait.
Of a crappie. A crappie is a game fish.
So you can't. It's got to be the whole crappie. Then you can't cut it.
No, you can cut it. Oh, you can cut it, but you better have proof of it. You better have the whole skeleton that's over 13 inches long.
So you better, if you cut it into 3 pieces, you better have the tail. But what if the damn catfish is eating the middle?
You better fillet it. No, sir. You better fillet it.
Well, shit, that bitch ain't gonna stay on the hook.
Well, I don't care.
You know what? Damn it. I'm gonna put a 16-inch largemouth on there and sink it down to the bottom and troll it around while I'm bass fishing.
And see, I would get so much hate for that. If I made a TikTok and said something like that, I would get so much hate for that.
Well,
we've done it and we get hate for it too. He's not kidding though. He's not fucking kidding. He's a degenerate. He's not kidding at all.
Smallmouth is the best bait for flathead. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Oh shit!
There we go. Hey Alex, when was that 143-pounder caught at Bugs Island?
It was 2011. I'm pulling up the picture.
Oh my god, that wasn't that long ago.
It's not. Well, I mean, 12 years ago, but yeah. Yeah, but a lot of records, right? They've held forever. Look at this thing. Ready? Look at this fucking son of a bitch.
Oh my god, there's 3 grown-ass men holding that thing.
Yeah, these aren't like, none of these dudes are my size. These are like 3 Pauls holding this thing.
Well, that catfish is as tall as you are, Alex, and that's probably the fucking truth.
Hold on. Hold on. I got to look it up. I'm going to convert it real quick.
Hey, while you're looking at it, speaking of Astroglide, do you think you could scrape off some catfish slime and they could have a fishing-centric Astroglide?
Now that, because on a flathead, the slime is so thick because they get through the rocks and the rocks don't cut them and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That you're on to something. I'm telling you.
Man, this is going to be the greatness partnership that never happens.
I like the way you're thinking.
What happens if Astroglide, like this works out really well, and we eventually take our spot in the podcast podium as we should be? You know what I mean? Joe Rogan way down here or way up here, and we had this multi-million-dollar deal. with Astroglide, and they put out the Bass and Brews edition, and it's actually just catfish slime in a bottle, but descented, obviously, because we don't want to add that scent.
Descent it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely
that would be amazing.
24 hours, 48 hours, sold out, done.
You think so? Done.
Every angler in America would have to buy it.
Done. Yeah.
They would have to.
Why wouldn't they?
Hey, so this fish was 143 pounds, 57 inches, which comes out to 4.75 feet. So I am taller than this fish, thank God.
Barely.
Girth was 47 inches, which it might actually be.
It was girthy.
It's girthier than me, but not as girthy as Paul.
True.
Yeah. So that backfired.
That's a big ass
fucking
fish.
Again, like holy shit, that thing is monstrous. So
what's the biggest you've caught there, Charles?
The biggest flathead or blue?
Either. Both.
Biggest flathead is 47. Biggest blue is 41.
Did you catch those on crappie?
No, sir.
What bait? What bait are you? Do you use a primary bait, or does it change throughout the season?
Well, down here I use perch, live perch, cut perch, but mostly live. I like my bait live. Flathead love live bait because they're predators. They like attacking. They're not like a blue catfish. They don't. I mean, like, okay, down here at this spot, we have 5 dams where I'm at. All right, like it's a dam, it's another dam, go up, another dam. Talking about miles apart, but I can get to all of them. So they opened a kayak shop down here where I'm at, and they said that the population of smallmouth was down, and the flathead population was up, and that was the reason why the smallmouth was down. So they took probably like 120 out. What they did with them, I have no clue.
Right
now, and it was to rent kayaks. It's because they won't catching a fish every cast. They won't, and I get it's about money, whatever. All right, so I used to be able to go down there and catch huge flatheads, but they're gone. And we had a rough season this year. So the population of smallmouth, though, I can catch a smallmouth every cast now. And
how big are the smallmouth you catching?
Oh, I've caught a 6-pounder down there.
God damn!
The fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's
like out of just a dam.
They had
reservoir?
NFL. Yeah, it's a dam.
Yeah.
It's on my. You go to my TikToks and check my TikToks out. It's a dam. It's rolling, and yes, it had NFL on the side of it.
I bet. Jeez, it was about as big as rounds that damn 143-pound catfish.
Oh, it was nice. I've caught nice ones though, like 5. That's a regular. If you catch them in time, it's hitting. They're hitting. You can see them. They're like little sharks. They'll see them cross each other, and they'll push the bait fish up against the rock because ain't no sand down there. That's why it's different where I'm at. It's all boulders. When I say boulders, I mean big rocks just everywhere. Ain't no sand. There's no sand. That's why the blues is not deep. It's holes that's deep, but you got to get in the holes. In the perch, when you hang it over there, they'll get in the holes with a flathead are, and they just, like I said, they're predatorial. They don't have a menu down there. They'll eat anything that comes around them. They don't care. Right. And they don't care about the size of your bait. Like a little flathead will crush a perch. Size of my hand. Just gone. 12-aught hook. Gone.
12-aught.
Yeah, that's what I use. 12-aught hook.
Is that normally what you? Again, this is like. Normally we have bass anglers. Sometimes we'll have some saltwater. It's been a while since we had a saltwater person, but and then we go the other gamut where we have Matty Ice with his little bullshit fucking tiny one 512th fucking ounce little flies that he's throwing. You're talking about a 12-aught hook. That is fucking damage done. That is gnarly. That's
like a Ron Jeremy hook.
Yeah. River Monsters playing now. Yeah. What the issues they
wait. Did you just say River Monsters is playing right now?
Yeah. That's what I got playing right now. I
fucking love that fucking show. Holy
yes,
shit.
Sir. Yes, sir. Gotta have it.
Did you hear, total side note, did you hear why you stopped doing it?
No, I didn't.
He said, because I caught them all. This motherfucker literally is a gangster angler, right? Because he actually does catch all the shit, right?
He stayed out there 4 weeks longer than his film crew did. Oh yeah,
I fucking saw you. I fucking saw you. I saw your hand shift. Fuck you, Paul. No,
my hand. Look, my hands are in my pockets because it's 40 degrees out here.
Yeah, I bet.
I wish I knew how to do it.
No,
and it's only the guest that gets it. I never get it.
He said he stopped doing it because he's caught everything that's been caught. There's no more challenge for him. What a fucking G. Like, that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's gangster. Yeah. He stayed out 4 weeks longer than his film crew. His film crew left him. One film guy stayed out there with him to catch that good shit. He stayed.
Yeah.
He stayed. That was, I mean,
fucking.
And got in the river. I would never got in that river. No. That river was rolling.
No. He did. Like, half the episodes are just fucking insane. Like, the dude is just out there. Props to him, though.
Legend.
I think more fishermen need to watch that if they don't. Just because, like, I know it's not bass and this or that, but this guy is catching, like, these giant, but he knows how to story tell properly because he's got, like, all the lore behind it and the wives' tales, and then he goes and catches it. It's like, oh, no, this isn't a fucking monster. It's just a monster fucking catfish that accidentally ate a child. It didn't fucking know it wasn't a perch. He didn't know it was a perch. He thought it was a perch. It happened to be a toddler. My bad.
Hey, Jameson, can you swim?
Yes, I can swim.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, I think where it comes up to is most cat fishermen can't swim. Yeah, that's what I heard.
No, I can swim like a fish.
I don't know. I just made that up.
Okay. I lived on the river, man. I've been a river rat all my life, though. That's where I've been.
That's not really swimming. That's just floating with the current. Like, you just.
Are you doing y'all do any noodling up there?
No, I'm not doing no damn noodling. Nope. No, I'm not. I'm not white enough. Nope.
I'm not white enough.
Nope.
So what you say? You got to be a real redneck to noodle.
Yeah, you got to be an idiot to stick your hand. I've seen turtles bigger than my kayak and that thing, and I know what to do to these. No, I like these. I appreciate these every day. I like these.
Hey, do you?
Well, I mean, your Astroglide starts to lose its effectiveness once you start
Exactly.
losing digits.
There it is. I knew it was coming. You're exactly right. That's why I do not noodle.
He went the other way. Hey, man, just so you know, we'll send you a gallon of Astroglide. If you noodle with Astroglide, you'll get less bites. Like they won't chomp on as hard. You got a little bit of a slippage, and it's going to be easier to get them out.
Nope.
Yep. Nope. The official lube of cat fishermen.
Nope.
Yeah.
And hands down to the ones that do the noodling. I'm just all for you. Go ahead with your bad self. I'm happy for you, but no.
I don't understand how when I see these videos of people noodling, right? I don't understand because I get the whole, like, they're kind of free diving a little bit in a river or a lake, and they're looking in little hidey holes for these fish, right? But what's to say you don't find a fucking snapper in there instead, right?
Yeah, exactly. What's to say? Yeah.
So I don't fucking get it where they're just like, let me just shove my fucking hand in there and I hope that it's a catfish.
How about no?
Right.
No.
I'd like to know how many have actually been bit by something besides a catfish, though.
I would too. Like, is there a method? We should get a noodler on the show to figure this out. Yeah.
All of our listeners, if you know a noodler,
yes,
let us know. I might have a connection that knows a noodler because I've got a buddy that goes to, I believe, Alabama and noodles every year. I need to holler at him. He might be able to hook us up with somebody.
I mean, what time of year is he going? Because he might not be going to Alabama. He's just going to Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and he's calling that noodling instead.
No, he's noodling. They got pictures and all. So.
I mean, I'm sure he's got pictures too, and it's the same method. You just
can Photoshop anything. You can Photoshop anything.
You mentioned you fish out of a kayak. Do you tournament fish out of a kayak, or do you do kayak and boat angling?
Yes, I tournament fish out of kayaks.
So no boats. You're straight up kayak.
Yeah, that's all I own is a kayak.
So you go out and kayak fish in a tournament against people in boats.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Okay.
Man, I didn't know we had another guy who's just giving up money. Paul does that too in tournaments. No, I'm just joking, man.
Hey, I don't mind donating. It's still
Hey,
a good cause.
Hey, you can't win money if you don't lose it.
No, but you can't win if you don't try either. If you don't get out there and try, and like I said,
That's why Alex doesn't ever lose a penny, because the motherfucker never tries.
Yeah, because I spent all my money on this podcast, dickhead, so you can go fishing.
Hey, that's a win-win
you know what?
for him.
It's-
Oh, him.
Yeah. No shit, right?
That's a win-win for him.
It is.
100% it is.
It is.
Score.
I give him
He's
all
my
his
he's
internet
my sugar
fame.
daddy.
I was about to say, give him all his internet fame, all his social interactions. This is it. I pay for, basically have 2 wives at this point. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. It's like a 2-wife thing.
It
Do
is.
they know
It
about
is.
each other?
They
know
do.
about each other.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we share short jokes about him all the time.
Oh, yeah. Hey, she's not going to listen, but fuck you, Amandy. Way to hit me with the short jokes on the fucking live kegger. Like she had to go right in on it. God damn it. Hurt my feelings.
Feelings. Hit me right in my feelings.
Hey, I would say she hits you when you're down, but you really never are.
There it is.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's just
All right.
such an easy target.
All right, so I have a question. When you're catching these big ass fucking catfish in a kayak,
Mm-hmm.
how do you handle kayak movement, or do you just go along for the ride?
You don't. Well, near the dam, you kind of want to watch out a little bit, but
Right.
anywhere else, you're just along for the ride.
So
Enjoy it.
what do you do by the dam? Are you
I throw an anchor. I throw an
you
anchor
throw an
with
anchor?
it's got the hooks on it, and I'll make
Yeah,
sure it hits a rock and grabs something, and I'm
shit.
stable.
Have you ever had a catfish pulling you against the anchor, and you're like, "Damn, I'm about to flip if something don't change here real quick." Have you ever flipped?
Oh yeah, I flipped. I flipped. Not with the fish though, but I've just flipped. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Not with the fish though. No.
So
No, I
so you
definitely
flipped. Did you lose? What kayak are you fishing out of?
All right. When I started off in a sun dolphin.
Catfishing?
Yes, sir. It's built. Go to my page. It's got lights on it.
Oh.
I put lights. I put fishing pole hole. I mean, I put a drive well in it. All that stuff, dude. I hooked it up. I mean,
Dude.
Yeah.
You won't go noodle, but you'll put your ass in a sun dolphin to go catch big ass catfish.
Yes, sir. And I caught big
That
ones
seems
out of
just
it,
as
too.
stupid as noodling to me.
Yeah. Well, I was. I mean, but I did it. I did it though. I did it.
Well, hey,
look, $150 at Walmart. I bought the kayak, and
uh-huh.
I put accessories all over it. I mean, go check it out. It's on my page.
I'll do
it's
it.
my
Hey, being
very-
poor will make you do some stupid shit to go fish.
You are exactly right. And being poor and want to make your own stuff to save money instead of going to Yak Attack, you'll get killed. Oh,
Hey, tell me this: what are you fishing in now, Alex? I don't know if you missed it, but
I did.
Alex,
I was
hold on.
peeing
Okay,
in my sump pump.
he started catfishing out of a sun dolphin.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God! How are you fucking still here on this show right now?
Look,
How
that's
the
what
fuck are you here? Yeah, that
Hey, I
is-
told him, I was like, "You're talking about noodlers being stupid. Here you are chasing
No
50-pound catfish in a sun dolphin."
let's
I
see.
don't-
And I respect y'all so much more now because y'all knew exactly what kind of kayak that was right off the rip.
Yes.
That I'm telling you, it's a death trap. But look,
No,
I took
it's
it.
bad.
It's worse than a Pinto. I'm telling you something good. So listen to what I'm telling you. Okay, I went and bought this kayak for, like I said, Walmart, $150.
Yep.
Took about 2 pole holders, drilled holes for it, boom, put it in there. Got me a milk crate off Facebook Marketplace, boom. Took PCP pipe, fucking hooked around, zip tied around. I'm like, oh, I'm in it. Took light, stuck in the front, drilled a hole, clogged it up,
Oh my
ran
God.
lights, ran switches. Oh, I had lights on this bad. Go look at it on my first page. I hooked this bad boy up. About 3 weeks, everything went great. Then stuff just started went wrong.
Yeah.
Because
Once you started actually fishing in it, it went wrong.
What went wrong? Tell us the journey of what went wrong on this boat.
Hold on
the
before you
flip- the-
start. Hold on
Okay.
before you start. This is very important, listeners, because this is a learning moment. This is an absolute learning moment when you think like, hey, I can spend $150 on this kayak and I'll just DIY everything. You can't. Sometimes you can't redeem that piece of shit Sun Dolphin. But go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what the moral of the story is right there. You can't redeem. Well, after putting a dry thing in there where I keep my stuff dry when important stuff like the phone, stuff like that, wallet, so forth. Well, I figured out this thing was a little flimsy, and the sun was getting to it pretty bad too, and it was getting flimsier, and well, it just started doing bad things like taking on a lot of water. And I'll be paddling all the way to the dam, and I gotta make it to the dam, which is about half a mile maybe. So I'm paddling. By the time I get to the dam, I look back and the rear end of the kayak's like this, almost in the water. I'm like,
oh no.
So get to the land, I dump the kayak out. I'm go back in the middle of the river, set up, fish. About 45 minutes, go back to the land, dump the kayak out. Yeah.
Well, you done drilled like 65 holes in it.
I really don't want to talk about it. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve, man.
Hey, did you show up to a catfishing tournament in the Sun Dolphin?
1-2.
You won 2 in it?
I bet the first time you showed up, everybody's like, "This motherfucker right here about to die, y'all. Y'all better get the Coast Guard."
Hold on.
Call.
He said he won 2. He won those 2 because they thought he was a special wish dude that rolled up. This is his last tournament ever, and there was no fucking way. They were like, "Listen, we're not catfishing today. Old Chuck's only got a year left. Let's just let him win it."
Dude, I spray painted this thing. I took lizards and put on it. It's bad. Oh, it's
How redneck can you get with this motherfucker right now?
He's like, I'm gonna go buy the cheapest fucking kayak I can find, and then spend $120 in spray paint, $75 in rod holders and lights, $100 in screws and putty and silicone.
There's no silicone.
JB Weld.
I was about to say, he just said that bitch was taking on water. He didn't JB Weld anything. All right. So
what are you fishing in now?
Hold on, real quick. The moral of this is, honestly, we always say on this show, like, get out on the water with whatever you can afford, right? Whatever you can do to get off the bank, because that opens up such a world of opportunities.
But don't get in a death trap.
No.
Were you wearing a life jacket during any of this?
Fuck no, he wasn't. No, I can already fucking tell.
Fuck no.
Look at Jason right
a life
now.
Jacket?
He's never worn a life jacket in his life.
In my life.
Man, that's wild there.
That is fact.
Jason would be on the Titanic and be like, nah, fuck that life jacket.
We're riding this bitch to the end. Let's go.
No, but honestly,
he was in the Titanic, the Sun Dolphin Titanic.
Honestly, those 150, I know they're cheap and it's a really good entry into the hobby and the sport, but they are bad. It's a bad fishing experience. It is. I mean, those are literally just for like small children or small people to kayak. Recreationally.
No, they're made to stay in Walmart.
Yeah.
Do not waste your money.
They're bad.
They're bad. Even for a lake, I would not recommend them for nothing.
Nope. There's nothing good about them. And there's other Sun Dolphin models that are better, but specifically, I know which one you're talking about. It's that one that a lot of people get into, and they're like, "Oh no, it'll be okay. I only spend $150."
I got a paddle. I was like, "Oh, this is great.
This is awesome. Great." And then I can DIY it and make it as good as everybody else's. You can't because it's a garbage product. So
flimsy, is it?
Oh, he dropped out. Dude, it's so bad that Sun Dolphin just EMP striked Jason and dropped him out of the chat for a minute there.
So what are you fishing out of now? What kayak are you in now?
I'm in Sea Ghost 130.
Okay, so we got a real boat.
Classic. That's a classic, perfect paddle boat. Normally, that's a great like starter paddle boat. That's a good boat. It's a good boat.
I love it. I love it's like so much overrated. You just don't. I don't even. Oh my! It's like a game changer. I mean, when I went to stand up in this thing, I was so scared because I could barely sit in the other one and be stable. So,
I couldn't even sit in the other one.
So I'm gonna tell you something good. I was sketchy. It was bad because I was like going. And my buddy had an old timer, and he got his because he's getting into catfishing because he see me doing. He's like, "Oh, you lived on the Sun Dolphin, so I'll get something this, like you know." But he stood up on him, and I was like, "He's like, you can stand up on that." I was like, "Yeah, shit, you can." I'm not standing on shit. He was like, "No, you can stand up on it." I'm like, "Man, I don't know about this shit."
Right.
So that's I'm easing my way up. I stood up. I said, "Oh, this ain't. Oh my goodness, this is a game." And I actually could paddle standing up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And I mean, it was totally a game changer.
Did your wife make you take out some insurance policies when you bought that Sun Dolphin and started fishing in it?
We had to take that out a long time ago when we first got married. It took about 6 months
All right.
of us
Did
dating.
she realize?
Hold on. Everybody look at Jason. His wife's got multiple insurance policies out for him. This guy does some sketchy shit consistently. And it's not just fishing related. It's just life in general. Jason cuts the line between an OSHA violation and a homicide consistently.
on a daily. I work in the auto body, so I do the auto body work and class work and stuff. So OSHA's way up there. Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, so when you spray painted your kayak, you probably spray painted that Sun Dolphin right then.
Oh, I hooked it up.
Oh.
So you spent more on the paint job than the kayak.
I ain't spent nothing on the paint.
No. He's got boys. Again, everybody take a look at Jason. Take a look at the tattoos. This man is Sons of Anarchy fucking Virginia edition, right? This man brought it to the chop shop. He brought his piece of shit, $150 Sun Dolphin in and said, "Pimp this motherfucker out."
He got glitter. He got the shade changing glitter paint on there. So when the sun hit it, it would be gold and turn to purple as you went by.
But also there was like there's 9 spots for knives in somewhere on that fucking kayak. He was ready to cut a motherfucker at any point.
Oh shit!
Do you still have
Jason's
that kayak?
mad because we figured it out.
Yes, I do. Yes,
you still got it.
Yes, I do.
Do you fish out of it at all anymore?
Hell to the no! I put a do not disturb sign on that thing.
He can't sell it due to legal reasons. It's.
I wouldn't do that to no one. I wouldn't do it. Even if I don't like you, I wouldn't do it to you.
Again, like getting what you can get, but like save up a little bit. The Sea Ghost, I think, is like probably the best, like quote unquote starter paddle kayak you can get. I think it's affordable. It gives everything you can have. Like I started in an Ascend, the Bass Pro one. Fuck that boat. That thing's a piece of shit, to be honest. Like it's not a good boat. And I wish I would have had a Sea Ghost instead. I wish I would have saved up the extra like $100 or $200 to get the Sea Ghost. Those ones are solid. They're a great boat.
Yeah, I caught this one on sale on Drama Book on Marketplace, and
yeah.
I mean, it was a steal. I was like, yeah, I got to go.
Oh, a steal. Just so you hear that, Jason stole this boat.
Well, for $500.
He stole
that's
this
a
boat.
steal.
He stole it.
It came with a paddle and a life jacket. I told him he'd keep the life jacket.
There's a man over after my own heart. Hey, man, all you need to do is go to the salt water, and then you're going to keep supplying my Coast Guard brothers with work.
The hell I am. I'm not going to the ocean either on no kayak. You know how that looks like? The hell no. That looks like a top water bait. No, I'm good. No, the hell I'm not. Have you ever seen them sharks? Oh, hell no. I'm not wide enough. Nope.
I can't with this guy. Holy shit.
Ain't happening, bro. Nope.
I know people that have caught sharks bigger than the kayak, and they've made it home every day.
Well, look, let me tell you something good. That's good for them. But look, a chicken comes to my house that gets eaten. If I go in the shark's water, I get eaten. No, I'm good. No.
But you said you can swim, so you can just
I don't give a fuck. So can seals and shit. They get eaten. No. No. Look at Aquaman. That motherfucker swim too, but he can eat too.
You never saw the movie Deep Blue with the guy who could outswim the sharks when they were coming at him?
Yeah, and in every Disney movie, there's a fairy tale princess at the end too. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Nah.
I think it's dumber to get into a $150 sun dolphin and go catfishing than it is to be out in the ocean in a decent kayak shark fishing.
I mean, honestly, in the river where I'm at, I could, in half a dozen places, I probably could stand up. I'm good. So, that's just if I hit my head or something, then you're screwed. But,
all right.
Unless you got a life jacket on, and then you're okay.
And hopefully you float float rope right.
Well, if you got the right life jacket, to make you float right.
Oh.
I mean, the life jacket he got was probably that orange one, the one as a kid. The fucking, in the Coast Guard, we used to call that the carrot top. It's that fucking bullshit one that you put over. All right, so here's an idea.
Okay.
So we spend about, roughly, Paul, we spend $400 a year on this podcast, right?
You do.
I'm willing to put in an extra $200 if this summer Jason will meet Paul in the Outer Banks and go fishing in the fucking Sun Dolphin out on the water, and we can record a live podcast. Since Paul has the live podcast gear, right? We record a live podcast of Jason just bobbing up and down in the $150 Sun Dolphin.
How about no?
Listen, bro,
Alex still has Coast Guard. Alex still has Coast Guard connections. We'll have the Coast Guard standing by. This will be like a Discovery Channel. This will be like a national. Hey, this will be like a National Geographic public, thing. We'll have all the safety around you.
Yeah,
we'll have everything you need. I'll hook the shark and then give you the rod.
It sounds real fucking good, guys.
Yeah, dude. We'll set it all up for Shark Week, but not like real Shark Week. We're going to set up for like Redneck Shark Week, which is just on YouTube 4 months prior.
Okay, y'all just wait for me. Don't start without me. I'll be there. Just don't start without me.
Listen, man. Listen, I can offer you $200 and a 3-night stay in a tent with Jabberhammer.
I cannot be bought, man. I'm used to getting up every morning going to work, so I'm good.
Jason, I will sweeten the pot. I will make sure that Jabberhammer is wearing that bikini the entire time.
No, that makes me not want to go more.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna find out what tournaments Jason are fishing, and the first one I can make and that's at Bugs Island. I'm gonna show up in my bikini with my kayak and be like, I'm Charles's partner tonight.
I'm Chuck's partner. No, what you need to do is you need to figure out where he's casting, and then you dive down, right, in the bikini, and you pull on his line, and then when he pulls it up,
he reels me up.
Fucking you.
Like a mermaid. Like a mermaid.
He's got a 12-aught hook. That's just fine. You'll be set.
That's the show.
All right. Yeah. Well, we've had a bunch of fun so far, but
yes,
I think we need to settle it down to something serious. And I didn't tell either of you guys how serious this is going to be. But Jason, hey, everybody loves a game of Marry, Fuck, Kill. If it came down to Bigfoot, Loch Ness, or aliens, who are you going to marry? Who are you going to fuck? Or who are you going to kill?
I'm marrying the Loch Ness.
Why?
Because we probably have stuff in common with the fish and stuff.
All right. That's the first married Loch Ness I think we've had, right, Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've done so many, I can't remember.
I know.
All right, so I got Bigfoot and what else?
Aliens.
All right. Let's see. I'm killing Bigfoot.
Why? Why are you killing Bigfoot?
He's the big hairy fucker.
You're a big hairy fucker.
Yeah, no, just my face. I ain't got no hair.
Oh, it all went on the face instead of the head. I got you.
Yeah, I shave that.
Well, what
yeah.
if it's a female Bigfoot?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm still killing it.
Okay.
So this
All
is
right,
who you're
hold on.
fornicating with.
Oh shit!
Paul, you beat me to it.
Son of Just kidding.
I can't.
The Bigfoot.
Yeah, listen, you could have had this. You could have had this. Or you could have had this. That was your options at that point.
That's a toss-up, guys. Man, that's between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, man. But you already said it.
Can I get both of them to decide at the end who I got to kill?
Yeah, I mean, you got them both. Oh, wait, you going to try one with each?
Might as well. You only live once.
Damn, Jason's
Hey,
greedy as
I'm
fuck.
taking this one because that one's got
No.
boobies.
Yeah, but they're gross.
I don't know, though. Imagination goes along with that. That's scary.
Listen, this
window
is
licker.
you, Paul, and we saw that you have titties, obviously, after the live stream, so it might work.
That looks like motherfuckers at Bass Pros looking through the window.
So good. So good. Oh, man. All right.
So hey, is that hold on? That is this what the
I've seen
fish,
that guy, I swear I have.
Wait.
It was a Cabela's
Is
show.
the fish that are in the live tanks at Bass Pro and Cabela's, when the humans are looking at the fish, do you think this is what the fish think that we look like?
Yep, exactly.
Definitely. Like
Exactly.
These dumb motherfuckers.
Oh, man.
They are dumb. Why do they keep looking at us? Yeah.
My favorite, I saw a clip earlier on TikTok, and it was like, what did this fish do? And it was like one fucking trout by itself and all the other fish on the other tank on the other end. And I was trying to figure out how to like save it without the watermark. So I could be like, this is Paul. This is everybody, all the other brewskis. All right. Well, all right. Have you heard of the game we played on this show called Bass or Ass?
No.
Oh. Paul, do you have that one queued up?
Which
or
one?
Did that get deleted too?
The very first one?
What? It's not public. How is it public?
What?
Somebody just told me it's public. Oh, it's anyways. Paul, cue up the first Bass or Ass.
Okay.
All right, so
you got to choose. Is this bass or ass? Do you understand what this is? A sound clip. There's no video.
Yeah,
it's
is
only
this somebody
audio.
catching a fish or fun?
Or somebody having relationships.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, that's a good fish. Oh. And who's going to?
Who's going to?
Bass or ass?
Bass.
I mean,
bass.
this is a good fish kind of gives that one away. I need to redo it.
You do. Paul, I got the next one. Jason, is this bass or ass?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe I got this. I can't believe I got this. Oh. I gotta breathe for a minute. Holy shit. Oh shit. Holy shit.
Which one's that one?
You just cut me off, so I have no freaking clue.
What do you think that is? Is that bass or ass?
Ass.
Props to Fish
Definitely.
Mama Chris for sending that. That was a great angler that follows us. Happens to be female, and that was her catching her personal best. Does sound dirty as shit though. Like it is gnarly. So
And the whole way this came about is Wyatt Hammond on the podcast on the episode he was on said, "Hey, have y'all ever listened to your audio when you're catching fish and what it sounds like?" And Alex and I said no. And he played us this clip, and right away we're like, "Oh, this is it." We are going to have some real ass ones in the future. Just we gotta be able to do it without.
We have enough bass ones that sound like ass though.
Good. That's good.
What is that, Paul? Are you just gonna run through? You try to figure out your soundboard again?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, Paul.
Hey, you country there, Charles. Tell me, have you ever heard this before?
no, I'm not that country. No. How about you?
I think that's the sound noodlers make every time they catch one.
No, they I think they just praying every time they catch one.
I
not seeing-
legit.
I just don't get
I
it.
legitimately want to get a noodler on here. Like I've seen the video.
Good idea.
Because everybody's seen the video of that hot chick who shoves her hand in there and she pulls out a giant fucking catfish. It's dope. And then afterwards, it's like a shot of like 2 weeks later, and her arm is all fucking bruised up and fucked up, right?
Well, your hand gets fucked up from being in the hand, just holding them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. That shit. I mean, it makes your hand like hamburger.
Yeah.
No.
I think, yeah, you guys are fucking nuts with that, because when I catch a catfish, I turn into a fucking 13-year-old fucking girl instantly, where I'm like, I don't want to touch it. No, it's got a spine. It's slimy. And I have videos on YouTube that prove that, where I will kick that bitch out of the kayak without having to touch it as much as possible. They are gnarly.
It's good.
Get the fuck out of here, right? And I think and I can't even imagine a big one, right? And I understand the allure, right? And I think that's what it is for you guys, right?
The small ones are the ones that will fucking scrape
you.
your hand and jug you in a heartbeat. The big ones are different. Matter of fact, when we had Dave Urkel on Wolf of Walmart, and he showed everybody his hand because he had a cut on his hand, and we got to bring that picture on here at some point. But he had a cut on his hand, and then he got like fish slime in it. He's got this bacterial disease in his hand. Looks like his whole hand got damn.
Yeah, he looks
chicken
like
pox.
That's him.
No.
So every time, those little catfish, I'll take them and you grab them by the belly and around the
It's a lot of work.
And, but when you go to throw them, if they twist on you, they'll jug you, and that bitch hurts and stings. And so I always carry hand sanitizer with me. So I feel vindicated in carrying hand sanitizer in the boat with me, because anytime the catfish sticks me, I'm over there. I got hand sanitizer over there rubbing that shit in and like trying to make sure I ain't getting no damn fish disease. I didn't even know there was a fish disease that you could get from getting fish slime in your hand until Wolf of Walmart showed us. And now you're damn right.
Yeah.
Try use them as bait.
The little ones? You use the little ones as bait?
Yeah. Channel cats. Little channel cats.
Yeah.
I try to get a hook in them. Yeah, it's fun.
I fucking, when they come up into the kayak, I do everything possible. I look like a ballerina because my hands are like here, and I'm doing this. I don't want to touch them because they're stinky and smelly, and they've got the big ass spine.
They all smell like fish.
No. Bass has a special smell. Crappie has a special smell.
Smells like fish.
Listen, it's a big difference between getting a hooker from fucking Facebook and getting one from the strip club. One's going to smell worse than the other.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't catch a lot. I've caught some decent catfish, bass fishing. 6 to 8 pounders. I've caught a couple handfuls of those. But a couple years ago at Jordan
on
Lake,
your drop
I
shot.
caught a little blue cat, and it was probably 3 or 4 pounds. It was not big at all, but it bit a crankbait. And so I got the crankbait out, tore my hooks up on my crankbait, and so I'm all pissed off trying to fool around with this shit because I'm in a tournament trying to fish, and I was around some fish. Anyway, I lipped it was the easiest way because it was it was just easy. I put my thumb and my right hand in there and lipped it like a bass after I got the hook out, and I went to go throw it back in the water. And, when I get a catfish, I usually just chunk them like, motherfucker, you're cussing out. So I had this little blue lip. And I'm like, you stupid motherfucker. It done tore up my damn crankbait and shit. So I went to go chunk it. When I did, it latched down on my thumb. And when it did, it kind of scared me because it fucking bit the fuck out of me. So when I did that, I yanked my hand back, and he was still latched on. And he came off in the boat, and so then I'm throwing my leg up, trying not to get fucking plugged.
Where's this video footage?
There might be a fucking video because I was recording at the time. But when it did, it ripped the skin off of the knuckle of my damn thumb.
Yeah, they're dickheads.
That son of a bitch bit the fuck out of me. It was like, y'all remember, Charlie bit me.
Charlie bit me.
That's what that fucking catfish did.
Yeah. Imagine about
something bit me.
Try about 45 pounders just latching down on you.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
I mean, alive in the live well.
Yeah.
It's different
45 pounder.
Catching, but no, check it out though. It's different. Check this out. Okay, he's at fault you for 15, 20 minutes. You finally get him to the boat. You get him in the boat, off the hook, into a live well. He sits in a live well, I don't know, 6 hours. We're going to the weigh-in. He's awake now.
Oh, he's ready.
He's ready to go.
P.S.
He's like, fuck you. You caught me in a sun dolphin, bitch. Fuck you.
And then the next move you make is your hand in his mouth. That's the only thing he's in 6 hours out of live well and a bubbler going off in his face. That's the only thing,
Yep.
Oh, it's on. It's on. I mean, it's on.
Do you know how to ease some of that biting pain if you would have dipped your hand in a little bit of Bass and Brews Astroglide?
Yes.
Yep.
That's it.
Hey, if a 45-pound catfish bites me hard enough that, I'm like, this motherfucker bit me, I'm eating that bitch at the end of the day. It's going home, it's getting filleted, and we're eating it.
Yeah, up there you can do that. Up there you can eat it.
Speaking of, how big is your fucking live well on your kayak? Are you like toting a cooler behind you? How big is your live well on a kayak? Like, does it take up the whole kayak?
No, I don't have no live well on my kayak. That's usually when I tie him off to the side. I'll put a rope to him, and I fish right near the tournaments. Be like maybe 2 miles downriver, so I fish right up the river. And when the tournament's over, when it's over to end, I'll just float down to the dock, and that's when I weigh my fish in when I'm on the kayak.
Okay, you kept talking about putting them in the damn live well. I'm like, geez, what the fuck? Is
the
sun dolphin behind you toting the live well? you got a tandem you tied up.
Only use for that $150 sun dolphin is as a live well holder.
Look, he plugged all the holes. It would take on water. He had to plug all the holes to keep it from sinking, and he just throws his catfish in the fucking sun dolphin.
Throw it in it. Yeah, that's it. But no, when we go to Hopewell and Bugs, man, I'm usually in a boat. I don't take the sun dolphin out there. I'm in a boat. Because it's deep out there, and it's rough waters.
Oh, I've been on Bugs Island quite a bit. 2 years ago, I was on Bugs Island, and it was a little windy in the middle of the day, and I put it in Hibernia and went across the lake, and the wind was kicking up pretty good, and I had come back across the lake, and I mean, I was comfortable. I know I wasn't going to go anywhere, but it was still sporty.
Oh yeah. It'll make you switch up in a boat when no, I don't get doing that kayak. I ain't that good.
So are you catching your perch? You said you fish mainly with perch. Are you catching your perch that day, or are you going the night before, or are you having a stockpile?
When we go to Hopewell,
are you cast netting them, or are you catching them?
When we go to Hopewell with gill net shed, and like we do for blues, we use mostly cut bait. When I'm down here, like for flatheads, I used to go like if say the tournaments starts at 5, I'll start about 2 o'clock and catching bait. I'll go to local creeks anything that runs into the body of water that I'm fishing in, because we can't transfer bait. In other words, if we catch a perch, it has to be in that body of water.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually just carry. I got a little live well bucket, and I'll keep a ice bottle frozen and put it in there.
All right. So for most of our viewers, how are you catching those perch? Because most of our viewers don't catch big fish; they catch tiny fucking fish, and they'd like to know how you even catch those perch.
Hook and worm, little hook and worm,
Okay.
and a bobber. Usually not even a bobber, just you right on the edge. Just look at the grass line, and throw it in there. You catch little perch all day long. Netty Ice will know all about it. Oh.
What are your
Matty Ice knows all about it. 100%. Matty Ice is the worst fisherman on TikTok, Instagram, or all of them. Yeah, he's the worst.
That dude's a beast. He can cast behind him with a fly rod. Boy, I can't cast in front of me with that thing.
No, just because he's a ribbon. Listen, just because he overcomplicates fishing doesn't mean he's a good fisherman. He's the worst.
He overcomplicates it. Oh.
Yeah, he overcomplicates it. And I think that he's not the worst. The worst is Kraken fishing. I meant to mention that on the live show. Fuck that guy still. 4 months later, this guy is still stealing people's content on TikTok. So go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what rod and reel combos are you using now?
Oh, I use Mad Cat rods with pin reels.
Okay.
Like bait caster or spinning reels?
They're bait casters. All bait casters.
Yeah.
Have you ever used any of the kayak catfish and catfish sumo rods?
No.
Do you know who kayak catfish is?
No.
God,
you don't know who kayak catfish is?
That's what I was about to
this
say.
This motherfucker's catching like 80 pounders out of a kayak in Tennessee on the Tennessee River.
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta go check out kayak catfish. He catch some.
It's
big
been
ones.
a long time. It's been at least 9 months since you've mentioned him. That's a good pull. That's a good pull, Paul. Paul was obsessed with this guy.
Dude, he's catching fucking 50 and 60 pound catfish.
Yeah. He catches giant catfish out of the kayak, right? But Paul was obsessed to the point where this guy's never been on our show, but he got so much free promotion week after week because Paul kept mentioning him. Paul never, we've never asked, right? Paul, have you ever asked for him to be on the show?
Oh yeah, I know people that know him. He ain't ever coming on the podcast.
Oh, he ain't ever coming on our podcast. Okay, well, fuck you then, bud.
I know. I got him at least 6 subscribers.
At least 6. That's solid. That's a solid word.
That's a solid 6. That's a solid 6, though.
Yeah. Hey, do you do like I know you from TikTok, but do you do any other platforms or no?
No, I just started TikTok, man. I've been on TikTok just a little over a year now, and I wasn't gonna do that.
15,000 subscribers. What the hell? You
way more?
Are you dancing naked in the sun dolphin or something?
No, man. I do a lot of mental health too for males. You know, I just reach out and tell them, look, you know, before you do anything stupid, my DMs are open. Yep. You know, if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. I'm poor white trash, but I can talk to you all day long.
What got you into putting yourself out like that in the mental health side? What got you doing that?
Me, my mental health, my getaways fishing, my peace. I feel more comfortable on the water than I do anywhere.
My man.
Anywhere. I don't care where I'm at. If I could be beside that river and I don't have that fishing pole. I could sit there all day long, just watch the water run.
Yeah, see, not me. If I'm going to be in a boat or around water and don't have a fishing pole, I'm an angry motherfucker. I don't want to be there.
I could chill. Well, I'm telling you, I could just lay back and just chill.
So would you so it's interesting. So I did find your content through that side, right? Because you do a lot of solid mental health stuff with it and how the outdoors kind of wrap all that together, right? When did is that initially why you started going fishing, or did that come later on?
No, that's pretty much it, man. It was for a peace of mind, man. Just like I said, I lost my dad, and I lost my dad in 2002. Lost my mom in 2003, a year apart. And you know, it's just me. It's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife now. You know, I got stepkids, but it's just me, and it's kind of my way to just get close back to mom and dad and stuff like that. It's my dad mostly, and then be at
Mhm.
peace, man, and just
It's
because mental illness,
amazing.
it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and
Yeah.
men go through a lot. Men go through a
Mhm.
lot. And we keep a lot of shit built up and inside, and we act like we're okay, and we're gonna be okay because we have to be okay. We have no choice. And I find my peace from going out there just sitting there, and it's awesome.
No, I think
We've
that's
heard, yeah, we've heard that.
Go ahead, Paul.
Alex has talked about it. Alex has talked
Yep.
about it. We've heard it from other folks that we've had on. Primarily, most of them have been ex-military, and how
Yeah, but that
fishing.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
it's
it
not.
doesn't. But just in general, how fishing and for us specifically, for the folks that we've had on here, how kayak fishing got them in a place where they felt ease of mind and they could kind of be out there and just be by themselves and think and regroup and center themselves. So it's good to hear that
I love to hear
that's
that.
you used it, but then also
I
you've reached out to other people to say, hey, if you need somebody, I'm here. I've gone through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
That's
I've
one of
been
the
that
harder
dark,
things that you see.
that dark,
Mhm.
dark spot that you're in. I've been there, done that. I got
Yeah.
I got t-shirt. I got holes in it. Trust me. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you know, it's just it's it's more to life, man. It is. And there's people out here that give a fuck. There is good out here.
Mhm.
There is. And it's hard to find, but there is good people out here that really do give a fuck.
Mhm.
Hmm. But I think it takes like how do you shit? How do you explain it, man? Fuck, is he putting on the bikini? I hope he's not putting on the bikini. No, I mean,
Oh my God.
yeah, no, I don't think so. But
My house.
it's really weird to try to explain to folks like why it centers you, right? Like folks
Yeah.
that don't get it, right? Like there is like a calming to it, and there's a calming, like I know what I need to do to catch this fish, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a calming, for me at least. There's a calming. I know what I need to do to catch this fish, right? Whether the fish is there or not, I can just repeat the actions. But in the real world, it's just fucking nuts. There's just chaos everywhere, right? Like, but there's this single thing that brings me like solitude, kind of.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Back to earth. Back to your reality. Back
Yeah.
to your state of mind. You know where the R&R. You're right at. You know, just I can deal with this. I can. You know, I'm gonna be okay. And I go
Yep.
through like now I'm going through withdrawals. I haven't been on the water in like about a month. It'd be a month. Yeah, a month this weekend.
Mhm.
And I just want to go out, man. And I just do. And like I said, wintertime is nowhere around here to fish, unless you go
Right.
trout fishing. And I'm going 2
Yeah.
hours away. I'm not traveling 2 hours to go catch a little trout.
No, fuck that.
So
Not
the
happening.
so there's not a winter catfishing season for you?
Not here. I mean, like I said, Hopewell and bugs, yeah,
Okay.
but not around
Not,
here.
Yeah.
they just
Not
don't bite,
local.
or you can't find them, or what's the deal?
It's not deep enough, man. The river here is not really that deep where I'm at. It's really not. I mean, there's some holes and there's probably some channels, and you know, but I would have to put the kayak out, and
Well, I
it's
think that's a
cold.
lot of effort, right? It's a lot of effort
Yeah.
when you want to get that instant hint or that instant hit of dopamine, right? Where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this feels great.
Dopamine.
Dopamine.
Oh, is that not
That's
right?
not dopamine, Hoss. It's
All right.
dopamine. You
I
just
was close enough.
combined a fiend and dope.
Nope. A fiend
No,
dope.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of folks are like, well, no, I mean, you could still go fishing. I know it's cold. You can still go fishing, but it's like 4 hours away. Like, fuck you. Like, that's not what I'm
Yeah.
looking for. I'm looking for
No.
the close
Nice.
next to home,
Yeah.
get that
Just get
fix
away.
and bounce.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yep.
don't like driving to go fish. I am
No.
lucky because I do have really good lakes within 30 minutes of me. I could go
Yeah,
fish a different lake every day within 30 minutes of me. But I hate tournaments, local tournaments where it's an hour and a half to 2 hours. Sometimes I sit down and think, do I really want to go fish this
No.
son of a bitch? I don't want to
No.
drive 3 hours that day.
Oh well, it's a now. Like I said, this weekend would be a tournament, and we'll be in Hopewell this weekend.
Yep.
So we would leave tomorrow. We
Mm.
would leave tomorrow about 4 o'clock. Go up there, put gill nets out, get about 2 coolers full of shad. Come back, go to sleep in the truck. And about 5 o'clock, put the boat in, have it ready. When check-in come at 7, we ready to launch. And
All right, so you stay asleep in the truck. Are you doing anything fancy? Are you wearing like bikini knitted sleeping bags like Paul does?
no, mostly just like the overalls, trying to stay warm in a Carhartt
Yeah.
jacket.
What are y'all eating? Are y'all doing like you bring a camp stove
Wawas and the sheets.
Ah, my man. Yeah.
So,
Can't beat it.
the morning of the tournament when y'all wake up, whatever bathroom you're at's getting fucking annihilated.
And usually they ain't one at that boat ramp. So
So,
you gotta. So
do
you
you
do the
wait
math.
and hang it off the boat
Oh.
after launch, or do you go in the woods?
No, well, I call him. He's the captain of the boat. I'm just the mate. So I told me and the captain got a rule. Nah, ain't nobody shitting on the boat, man. No,
Y'all don't bring a
Ain't
poop
happening.
bucket?
no, ain't nobody shitting on the boat. We take care of that before we get on that boat.
Have you ever
I mean, I
shit
can
your pants
understand the
on the
sheets.
water?
No, I have not. Thank
Oh.
God.
No,
No.
never.
No, never
Have you
shit
ever
my
been
pants on the
close?
boat. Oh yeah, I've been close. Oh hell yeah, I've been close. Yeah. Oh
All
yeah.
right, so as a man of discipline, as we've talked about a little bit with mental health and all this other stuff, how do you move that sphincter to not shit your pants on the boat?
Yeah, if
Are
you're
you
close,
just
how do you
written
become
down?
unclose?
Yeah.
What now?
If you're close to
I mean,
shitting
if-
your pants, how do you not? What do you go to the bank? How do you become unclose from
Hell
shitting your
yeah.
pants?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
You go
so
to
you
the,
get
you go,
close, you're like, take me to the bank.
hell yeah. I go to the island. We get off on. Someone jump off on the island, and go take a shit, and get back on the boat. Or the
What if the
kayak.
fish are just left and right biting and y'all can't leave them?
Mm.
Well,
Are you
I'll be
are you
back
shitting your
about-
pants or are you shitting off the back of the boat?
Huh.
Like literally you're catching 20,
What
30,
size?
40 pounders.
Oh no,
40,
no.
30.
40, 40, 60, I'm shitting myself.
My man, this man
Straight
is
up.
devoted.
Yes.
I ain't 40, the 20s and 30s. Yeah, we're going to the
Listen,
bank.
that is the answer from a man who spent $500 to upgrade a $150 Sun Dolphin.
Yes, sir. Depth trap. But it worked. I did. It worked. And I was proud of that thing, boy. I'm telling you. I was proud of that thing.
How long were you in it before you upgraded to the Sea Ghost?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, my man.
shit. Damn.
that's
you
good.
I caught
Mhm.
a 28-pound flathead. I caught a 32-pound flathead and 2 22s out of it.
Damn it,
Dude, that's
boys.
fucking gnarly.
How
I
did
think
you
that's
get them in the
awesome.
boat? Did you almost flip trying to get them in the boat?
Oh, it was rough. I'm telling you something good. I'm telling you.
Or did
it
you
was,
just
it
go
was
to the
inter-
bank?
It was interesting. No, I got them in the boat. Oh, they're going in the boat. But then I would
Fuck
go
yeah.
I would go to the island. But I got them in the boat. They going in the boat.
That's I mean, so Jason, I don't know if you know, Paul's a little bitch kayak fisherman. So he started out with pedals right away.
Okay, ain't no wrong with that.
No, there is a lot wrong with that. But he started out. But
It's
I'm
not
with you.
true. It's not true. It's not true. In 2016, I bought an Avalon 120, which is a 12-foot sit on top, quote unquote fishing kayak.
Oh,
It
that
is
thing
made
must
by
have
the same
screamed
company
when
that
you
makes
sit
Sun
in it.
Dolphins, except it was not a Sun Dolphin. I could not stand up in it, but it was a fast ass little boat. I had it on the river.
Yeah.
It was fast. It paddled straight as hell.
How
But
long
man,
did
if
you
I ever
have
had to
that, though?
bass fish, I went bass fishing in it twice. And the first time
Yeah,
that I
there we
crossed
go.
Sharon Harris and had to cross back across, I got home and I told my wife, I'm like, honey, either I got to stop fishing or I got to get a new kayak because this is a
And
death
she's
trap.
like,
That's
stop
exactly
fishing.
what I told her.
She's like, stop fishing. We're done with this.
Immediately, that's what she said.
No, she's like, okay, well, how much is a new kayak gonna cost? And I told her, and then she pretty much just say stop fishing, and now look at where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
Well, that's what Mount said.
I did the Ascend for like 3 years until I went to a pedal kayak, the Old Town, right?
Yeah.
I think that's great. I think you should struggle through a little bit of whatever. Again, back to like Jason's in the Sea goes. That's like a less of a struggle. That's a damn ass good boat.
Oh,
I
yeah.
completely
paddle boat.
disagree. If you can buy an Old Town, a Native, a Hobie, if you can buy a good kayak right off the bat, go ahead and take your ass into a good kayak because you might spend 3 or 4 fishing trips in a
Well, yeah,
shitty
but you don't-
kayak and just say the hell with this. This is stupid. I'm not doing it. Unless you're around other people with good kayaks that you can get in. But if you can afford it, look, if you have
Yeah, but you don't know
$500
if
for
you're
a
gonna like
kayak,
it.
if you have then just sell it. If you have $500 for a kayak,
No.
wait and save up to $800 and buy $800 kayak. If you can afford
Yes.
$1,000 kayak, save up $500 more and get your ass in a $1,500 kayak. If
Yeah,
you can only
that
afford
makes sense.
$150 Sun Dolphin, get your ass in there, but don't go out there and
No.
start
Don't
trying
do
to
it. Don't do it. Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
it. Don't do it at
Don't
all.
do it. Don't do
Listen,
it.
if you can only afford 150,
Get life.
I get
Get
it.
life insurance. Get life
Yeah,
insurance.
no
Fish.
shit, right? Like honestly, that's like my limit. I think it's just a bad boat, as we've covered. Yeah.
I mean, if it was good, I'll tell you it was good. I mean, it was good before I put accessories on it and made it flimsy as hell.
and drilled 75 holes in.
Well, that's what everybody says, right? Like,
Bro.
I'll DIY this bitch and it'll be okay. Nope.
Yeah. Nope. It ain't okay.
It ain't okay.
Nope. It's not okay, guys. We're not gonna be okay. We're screwed.
Y'all
Yeah.
heard it here. You get your
Yeah.
ass in a Sun Dolphin, you better be out there just, farting
better-
around. Don't use it to fish.
If you get in a Sun Dolphin, you better have a life jacket and know how to swim.
Yep. And also a gallon of Astroglide. This episode's brought to you by Astroglide. If you put enough Astroglide on the bottom, you could look like Clark Griswold. And,
Your ass so glad your ass right to the boat ramp.
no, man. You put enough on the bottom, you'll look like Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation, which is the best Christmas movie ever. And
Right.
you will fucking fly down the mountain.
Bad Santa 1 is the best Christmas movie ever.
Oh, you have got to be fucking. All right, Jason, what do you got?
No, I gotta go
Best
with Griswold's,
Christmas.
man. Griswold's classic.
Christmas
Griswold.
Vacation, right?
I mean,
Hey.
Bad Santa's not a bad one. It's not, but it's not a classic like the Griswolds.
nah, my
Griswold's
man.
A
It's like-
Christmas
it's-
Story is the most classic Christmas movie ever.
No.
But you shoot your eye out, it's got old. The
It got
Griswolds
old?
don't get old. It don't get
No.
the Griswolds don't get old. It don't.
Hey,
man.
do y'all
I'm
think
trying
if
to
you
lighten
took a
the load.
bottle if you took a bottle of Astroglide and turned the kayak upside down
Yeah.
and you lubed up the bottom
Yeah,
of
that's
your
what I'm saying.
kayak,
Yeah.
do you think you
You'd
get
go
an extra
faster.
half mile an hour? You get a little bit faster?
Yeah, dude.
I
That's
think
what I'm
you would.
saying. I think you would too.
It's a theory. It's a theory.
I think only
you
if
have to
it's
get
the
like a
Bass and
pint of
Bruce
Astroglide,
edition
too.
of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like the jumbo jar.
Yeah, with the
yeah.
pump top
Yeah.
on the pump top. But the pump instead of the pump would have to be shaped
you
like
get-
a pecker.
Can you get it in tube?
No, the tube is only for on the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
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 Look,
yeah.
so you get the
Oh,
tube
this
one.
is so
You
many
get the
options.
tube one, and to get the Astroglide out, you got to pump it.
I feel so bad because Jason's episode of Bass and Bruce
No,
is going to
man.
be titled "How Do We Get Sponsored by Astro Glide?"
Great.
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 Real Brothers Outdoors brought to you by the Astroglide tube.
Let go.
Hey, the
All right,
first time
man.
I meet Alex, I'm gonna bring one of those.
Oh,
You know those
give me a
water
slipper.
guns that you put in there and you suck
Super
the water
soaker?
out, and then
Super
I
soaker?
don't want a super
Oh.
soaker. It's just the wand that you put in the bucket and you suck the water in it.
Yeah. You just
Next
wanna
first time I
suck
meet
out
Alex,
some
I'm gonna have
blood.
one of those full Astroglide, and when he turns around, I'm just gonna.
He makes it more and more that we're never gonna meet ever. Like me and Paul have been doing. April's
Paul and
gonna
I.
be 3. You're right. Paul and I have been doing the podcast for 3 years. Coming up in April, we've never met each other in person.
No.
Y'all two have
That's a
never
lie.
met?
No,
Nope.
but that's a lie. I didn't start doing this until like August.
August. No,
My
not
first
August.
episode was in July, and it was 3 weeks
Oh no,
after
you're
my
right.
first
August.
episode.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You were close. You had the A in the month, right?
But yeah, we've never met each other. We've never met each other. And him talking about that, I never want to meet him.
Oh.
Oh. Jason's responsive. Oh.
Oh. Son of a. How's that make you feel?
Paul. How does that
I
make
don't
you
give
feel?
a fuck. I want to
He
meet
just-
him, Andy. I
he
don't give a
does.
shit about
He
Alex.
does.
He's just speechless. He's like, oh, I don't know.
He just wants to hang out with the Mandy, the male lady. That's it. I gotcha.
Hey, Chuck, have you ever swallowed bubble gum?
Oh.
Oh, fuck. No.
Oh, really?
Not by accident or nothing?
Go on.
Well,
No.
who you saying going to?
The
The
dog.
What dog is it?
My pit bull.
What's his
Let's
name?
see him. Let's see him.
Ranger.
Raymond.
Let's see him.
Ranger.
No, you said No,
Oh,
Raymond.
I was about to
It's
say
now
everybody
Raymond.
loves Raymond.
Hold on.
Everybody loves Raymond.
He's gonna get up here.
Come on, Raymond.
Come on, buddy. Get in the chair.
Get up
the
into
chair.
that goddamn chair.
Oh,
what a
look at-
good boy.
Dude, look at that pretty
you
dog.
go. What a good
Oh, my
boy.
God.
Look.
Hey,
Right here.
hey, Ranger. Oh, look at that pretty dog. It's a pretty
What a
puppy.
good boy.
Do you take him fishing at all? Does he like to go fish?
Yeah. He's on the. I got pictures of him on the kayak.
You do. Yeah.
Nice. Does he lick all the fish and everything? No, you done
Yeah.
brought him up in the chair. Now you gotta make him get off. He's shitting in your
Nah,
house
we're done.
tonight.
We're done.
He's pissed.
You can be
But-
out
but-
of this.
but
No,
look-
we want
but
the
look-
dog more
But
than
look,
you.
He got in another chair.
Oh,
Oh,
oh yeah, I can tell
he
that's
got
his
some
chair.
swag.
He done wore that out.
Yes, he has.
Did you ever put him in the Sun Dolphin?
No.
Did you put him?
No.
All right.
That-
New title of the episode is
Yep, that's Sun Dolphin.
everyone. It's everyone hates a sun dolphin.
Yes. 101. Do not buy a Sun Dolphin.
All right, man. All right, we're gonna get to. All right, so we've talked about this before in the green room, right? Nothing scripted. The only thing we cover is the last end of the show. We're about ready to hit the shotgun round, but before we get there, I'd like you to kind of shout out whoever you'd like to, because this is the most judgmental part of the show. You're either gonna hit the highest peaks to become a serious angler, or the lowest lows to the dark waters. It looks really confused.
Yeah. Do you have
yeah.
any sponsors? Do you have
Yeah.
any sponsors
or
any-
anybody,
do you,
or anybody.
shout
No.
out anybody that makes
Yeah.
fishing easy for you or lets you go fishing?
I mean, I buy everything Mad Cat, so I would say Mad Cats would be it.
Okay.
I mean, I appreciate all their customer service and their equipment. I mean,
Mm.
nothing wrong with it, but I don't have no sponsors. I don't have
What
nobody
about maybe the lady in your life that lets you go fishing all the time?
You want to say thank
Come
you
on.
to your wife?
Oh, I thank her every day. She's really,
I ain't got to shout her ass out. I thank her every day.
she don't even get on YouTube.
Hey,
Does she follow
real
you on
quick.
TikTok?
Yeah, she does follow me on TikTok.
All right. Well,
All
she
right,
might
my
see
wife,
this on
my wife
TikTok.
don't even follow me on TikTok, and when I send her TikToks,
Mm.
she don't even watch them.
She'll watch them. She likes my stuff. She does support my stuff. She's awesome. My wife is awesome, and she knows that. I tell her every day, like I do. I do tell her every day that she's
Good.
a backbone to this family.
My man, my man. Hey, real quick, total side note. I see you have a black ring. Is that a rubber ring?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too, dude.
yeah.
Paul,
That-
do you have a
that-
rubber ring?
Nope. Mine is whatever. It's not titanium. It's one of those other
Let's see it.
metals.
Put your hand
It's
up.
one of those
Oh,
metals.
okay.
So if like something ever happens and they have to cut it off, it's one of those that I don't. They have to get like
Yeah.
diamond. Like I'm gonna
They
lose
usually-
my finger.
They usually
It's too
don't have
much.
to cut it off. It just rips the skin off and just goes to the bone.
Yeah,
I do
the
have a
rubber
funny
ring
story,
is a
and I
lot
think
better
I've-
for that.
I do have a funny story about my wedding ring that includes fishing. that
Okay.
I think I've told it on this podcast before, but if I hadn't, I'm going to give the brief synopsis of it.
Just fucking do
When
it.
I was a wildland firefighter, I went to go
Oh,
chop
there
down
it
a
is.
tree.
Everybody drink.
I went to go chop down a tree, and when you get these doty dead trees, you want to hit it with the axe a couple times, the back of the axe, to make sure no limbs are going to fall, to check and see how doty it is. Anyway, we've been burning all day. It was late at the end of the day. I had gloves on, leather gloves. They were soaking wet from sweat. I went and swung the axe to hit the doty tree. My left hand slipped out. When it did, the axe handle took my ring finger and bent it back to my wrist.
Motherfucker.
And it hurt. And when I took my glove off about a minute after rolling around on the ground screaming, my finger has swelled up pretty significantly.
Mm-hmm.
And like less than a week after that was when we were going to get sized for our wedding rings. And so my finger was quite large at the time. And we got the only ring size that we had to lotion up my finger to get the fucking ring onto. Well, about a year later, I'm out fishing. And at this point in time, we were living in Hartsville, South Carolina, which was right beside the town that I grew up in. And I went out fishing with my high school girlfriend's dad. And I lost my ring fishing. It fell off my hand while we were fishing and went down to the depths of the pond we were in. Well, I completely forgot about it. And I'm sitting there in our living room. I don't know. It was like 3 or 4 days later. My wife goes, "Where's your wedding ring?" I'm like,
Whoop.
fuck. Where the fuck is my wedding ring? I tear the house apart, the truck apart. I'm looking for this wedding ring everywhere. And the day or two before, I was out pressing sugar cane, and I was like, damn, I bet it came off when I was pressing sugar cane. And so we go up there. The pile of sugar cane is about 15 foot wide and about 8 foot tall. And we couldn't find anybody with a metal detector. So we start just repiling all the sugar cane. It takes us like a whole fucking day. And we get down to the bottom where there ain't no more sugar cane. It's just ground. We can't find a ring. Somebody finds a metal detector. And we're metal detecting, and we find everything but the ring. And then another couple days later, I pop up and I look at my wife, and I was like, I know where my ring is. So I lost it fishing. I lost it fishing
club
with
it's
Doug
at the strip club.
like
Her
a
name
week
was
ago.
Destiny.
It's in the Davy Jones's locker.
Yeah, it's gone.
If that's what you want to call her, a vagina. All right, man. All right. So since we got that, this is the shotgun round. We're going to ask you a rapid fire set of questions. I don't need an explanation unless we ask for it. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Texas or Wacky Rig?
Texas.
My man. All right. Solid. Crocs or flops?
Crocs.
Okay.
If any catfish angler ever said flops,
I
would know
dangerous.
they don't catch big catfish.
Oh no.
I almost want to upgrade this question. So is it Hey Dudes or Crocs?
I don't own either pair. So
okay.
I would have to go with probably Crocs.
Okay.
Do you go barefoot a lot?
No.
All right.
So
Well,
you don't have corns on your feet?
What?
You ain't got no corns
don't even
on your
fucking
feet?
pull. If you pull your fucking feet up, I will drop you from this fucking podcast so fast, ball. Keep those dirty fucking feet out of it.
No, I don't have a lot of corns. No, I wear boots all the time though. That's all I own is boots.
All right. You're on the way to the water. Is it hype music or slow jams?
Oh, it's hype.
What does that mean for you? What's hype music to you?
Shit. I don't even know, man.
Brooks
and
Dunn, does that get you hype?
Metallica, AC/DC, stuff like that.
Man. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Does
Not Brooks
and Dunn get you hype?
Oh, no. Hell no. Brooks and Dunn will give me hype for no damn fishing. We ain't going boot scooting boogie.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, Tyler Ward.
We're going to fuck shit up and take names.
My man. Thinking of fucking shit up and taking names. Do you eat largemouth bass?
No, I don't eat fish at all.
Oh,
You don't eat
not at all.
catfish?
No,
Why?
Okay.
because I just don't like it. If I
I
had
bet
to,
you
I
don't
would.
like grits either, do you?
Fuck no.
What the
Oh.
fuck is wrong with
Oh,
you? You're from Virginia.
That's a Virginia
But I don't care.
hillbilly versus a Carolina one.
Yeah.
So what
no.
do you eat? If you don't eat
food.
fish and you don't eat grits,
Food.
what do you eat?
He said food.
Food. I mean, I,
You ever
I
eaten
mean,
a bean sandwich?
a bean sandwich? No, I never had no bean sandwich. I've had tomato sandwiches.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
man,
yeah. I'll
that's-
fuck
that's
up a tomato
delicious.
sandwich. No, tomato sandwich is a shit. Like, you take that bread, heavy mayo, giant chunks of like tomato, right? Like, not like the
Chunks,
little
no,
slices.
slice.
No,
No.
It's not
Little
chunks.
thick-
It's got to be one big slice.
it's a thick
Yeah, yeah.
slice.
Yeah. Thick slice. That's but it's gotta be heavy on the mayo. And actually I will
And salt and pepper.
it's a weird point in the podcast where I'm gonna agree with Paul. This has never happened. I mean it sometimes happens. Duke's mayo, you mentioned, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. Duke's mayo is the jam.
And another
bro.
great use for Duke's mayo is if you get some ash chafe, put some Duke's mayo on
Astroglide.
it.
Well, that's why we have Astroglide. We don't have to use.
To the rescue again.
Yep.
Hey, Chuck, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Do you even eat pizza?
Yes, I eat pizza.
Okay. Woo, I thought we was about to be in fucking La La Land.
Thought we were about to go there. Thought we were about to go there. What the hell?
You got
Hey, in
a
a-
5. Go ahead, Paul.
In a 3-hour session, do you want to catch
5
5
hour.
20-pounders, 5 20-pound catfish, or 180?
What? Oh, we
Uh-oh.
couldn't hear you. I think
Your
your
AirPods died? I think your AirPods died.
No, you're good. Say it again.
One that's 80 pounds.
There we
Very
go.
good.
All right.
Usually we say that to bass anglers, and we say in a 3-hour session, do you want to catch 5 2-pounders or 1 7-pounder? So I tried to correlate the sizes.
Mm.
I would still go with a 7.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, everybody would, right? Well, not everybody.
Spin more on a rod or a reel.
Real.
Okay.
I think
Makes
that
sense.
makes sense catfishing though, right?
100%.
Because you might be
Yeah.
fighting that bitch for 30 minutes. You need something with
Yeah.
a good drag on it.
Something
mean-
will take that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You probably use a good reel on a cane pole and catch a big catfish.
Yes, sir, you could.
All right. Was that it, Paul? Until the last one? Oh, not
Have
the
you ever
last
eaten
one.
beaver?
There it is.
Huh?
Have you
Have
ever
you-
eaten beaver?
No.
You
Never?
from Virginia and ain't never had no beaver?
No. Ain't no eating no beaver. Had
Okay.
rabbit, squirrel, and all that, but no beaver.
The fucking beaver is just a big ass squirrel in the water.
No, the hell it's not.
It's the same family of animal.
Hey,
No.
can you send Mrs. Jason down and we'll ask the same question on if
No.
you've ever eaten beaver?
Oh yeah, you can send her down here too. She'll tell you the same thing. Nope, never ate no beaver. I don't eat nothing I can't fry.
Well, look, you could barbecue beaver now, and that's just delicious.
Yeah, well, you can go ahead with the bad self.
When you come down here to Bugs Island next, I'll get us a beaver and I'll bring you some barbecue. Some
When
pulled
you
beaver.
come down,
When you come
down to no, hold on. When we pay you $200 to come
No.
down to OBX to go fish with the sharks, Paul will grill you up some beaver.
So I get eaten by a shark or eat beaver.
Well, I think like
Oh.
us.
I just don't.
I feel like that's a solid answer on some people, but
Solid answer, but not on me.
All right, Alex, I think we got them all.
all right. Hey, every great fisherman loves a sandwich. What are your top 3 sandwich proteins?
Sandwich proteins.
Yeah. So the protein in the sandwich.
Just let him answer the question. He's thinking.
I am.
I mean, eating sandwich. I mean, you put meat and cheese and eat sandwich.
What
No,
are
man.
you putting on it? What kind of 3 proteins?
Yeah. What kind of
3
meats are you putting on it?
Turkey, chicken, or ham.
There
My
we go.
man. All right.
Nice, safe.
Solid.
Yep. There we go. No spinach. No spinach sandwich.
I don't eat no greens. I ain't no damn rabbit.
This motherfucker.
What about
He don't
spinach?
eat bever. He don't eat fish.
No, he don't eat beaver.
He don't eat greens. He don't eat rabbit food.
I mean, I'll tell
Nope.
you, I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it all if I didn't have to. Food don't excite me at all.
What do you mean food don't excite you at all?
It don't. I wouldn't if I didn't have to eat. I wouldn't do it.
So a can of hot vein of sausages out on the water don't make you excited?
No, what it does is it makes a turd. That's all it does.
It does. All right, this is Sons of Anarchy season 9, where the crew went to not just veganism, just non-eatism. They just don't eat shit. They're just so
Shit.
they don't
Eat
eat shit.
Man, you know what? What do y'all think a vein of sausage pizza would taste like?
Delicious. It's like a hot dog pizza. It's
Yeah,
dog.
it's like
It's good, dog.
That'd probably be
Oh,
good.
and then
Baked.
take a spread of deviled ham.
Are we talking about the barbecue kind or regular though?
What do you mean barbecued kind?
The vein of sausage.
Vein of sausage. Yeah.
Shit, but bitch, you could slather that thing in KY and I'd eat it, or Astroglide and I'd eat it.
Hold on.
Well,
For
it
a
kind
guy
of
that
is
doesn't
an
like to
Astroglide
eat,
when you pull
he
it
wants
out.
to
It's-
know. For a guy that doesn't like to eat, he's talking about is it
I'm asking.
barbecue Vienna or not? Now we're getting
that's
too
cheap.
fancy on this thing.
That's cheap food. That's right on my alley. Some crackers.
So,
and-
have you ever eaten the deviled ham out of a can?
Oh yeah.
Ain't that shit delicious?
Hey,
On some saltines.
It's
it makes a
gross.
turd. It makes
It's
a turd.
gross. It's so gross.
Hey, but it feeds you though. When you don't have nothing, it'll make a turd.
Mhm.
No, I mean I get that, but like we don't need to eat it. It's okay.
But that's why I feel that's why I feel about fish. I mean, if I had to eat it, like catfish and whatever, I would. But if I don't have to, I'm not gonna eat it.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, this has been an awesome episode. Thank you so much for showing up. We've got that. I'm supposed to leave on some like cliffhanger, but